So before I plonk this water softener in, I thought I'd show people what does what in here, because it looks quite complicated, but it's actually very simple. Essentially, all this is this house is going to be having huge extension, underfloor heating, column radiators fitted everywhere, going on for work. So at this stage, all I'm doing is future-proofing the installation. So I was only here to fit an unvented cylinder, and then when they told me all about that, I said, look, well, do you want to be doing this? And they agreed. They said, yeah, it's a great idea. So what I've done is hydraulically separated the system here with a low loss header. Essentially, this is a primary circuit. It just runs around the boiler like that. And then this is a secondary circuit. So all of this, so flow and return, that goes in there and back around. And that's essentially how it works. It just hydraulically separates it. It's very simple. Pump comes down, and we've got a few zones here. So the heat and flow comes around here. This is their future underfloor heating zone. So that goes off. At the moment, that's capped off under the floor. I've valved it off. Essentially, when they come to do the works behind me, there's loads of work, so they can run these two 22s up to the manifold, wherever it happens to be. So that's all in and ready. And the motorised valve, the cable's just up, ready to be wired in when it needs to be. Then it comes along, and we've got a ground floor heating circuit. So this does all the radiators on the ground floor, simple. It then carries on, goes down. This does the hot water cylinder, which is what I came here for, and that runs downstairs and it's in the basement. And then this one is the upstairs heating circuit. So that goes up, and then obviously you've got your returns coming back, and that goes through the filter and then back, blah, blah, blah. So up here, what we've got here, so up here, these two here, we've got unbalanced mains that's just coming in. It's got an aquabion on it downstairs, but that's coming through here, and then that goes up behind here, around, and into this jet valve. And a jet valve is just a filling loop that's idiot proof. So you just hold that down, and it will never top the pressure up above 1.4 bar. So they've got a little gauge there. I mean, they don't really need this because this will stop at 1.4 bar, but I like to have gauges, and that just fills the heating system up. We're carrying up here, we've got the expansion vessel that's going to be going there, and that's just to take the expansion, because like I said, we've got column radiators going everywhere. It's a high volume system. What these two's doing, like this from downstairs, this will be the boosted soft cold. So, and that does all the upstairs, all the bathrooms and stuff. And this is just the hot. Now I've put a hot flushing point here in case they want to flush the heating system, which they will do. I like to have it on the hot water side of things. Just helps the flushing. Yeah, so we've got our main coming up there. This is going to go into the water softener, which is going to go here somewhere. There it is, there behind me. And it's going to come out soft, and that's going to soften. Now that goes downstairs and runs along and feeds the power tank downstairs, which is then going to boost the water back. So it's going to be soft water in the power tank, which is going to boost it back up, and that's this supply here. So, and then what we've got down here, this is the overflow. That's just, I'm going to extend that because I haven't got any pipe on me, but that's just going to have a hose going in there. That's an overflow. This is for the regeneration, so that's the drain that goes into the soil, and then obviously we've got a whole condense running in, that also goes into the soil, and this little Mac ton, which does that, because there's a little tiny teaspoon of water or something that comes out of there, so that just takes that away, and then obviously the PRV on the boiler. So it's quite simple, I hope. Looks a lot more complicated than what it actually is. But the trick of it is just getting it laid out correctly. I had like joists to contend with here. So, you know, that's why they're spaced a bit funny, but you've got to do what's downstairs. If I take downstairs now. This is what I'm completing today, but I just went through that video before. So down here, that's what Mike gave me a hand with. Done a lovely job. So obviously there's our new 28mm gas supply. It's running upstairs. These are all the parts, so they're my underfloor heating ones, and you can see here, look, it's all quite tight, and cables and everything. But essentially what I said, look, this is the downstairs heating circuit. I think this is the hot water, so this all runs around here, and we've put all this in. Oh, the only one I didn't tell you, which is this one, that just goes upstairs and literally there's a bend and then it goes out, and that's going to be for this little guy. It's a high temperature pump. So this will do the unvented cylinder and will do the overflow for this power tank. Yeah, like I said, we've got the soft cold that'll be coming back down. There we go, soft cold will be going round, and then this eventually will be filling this power tank, filling this up with 450 litres of soft water, and it's going to pump it back out, and then that's going to pick up this pipe here, which then feeds the balance cold into this and goes round upstairs like I showed you. So this is the cylinder fitted. 250 litres, believe it or not, but because they're a wider cylinder, they're not as high, so it worked perfectly in here. So got that in there. It's all coming along. So yeah, that's my aqua biome. It's gonna be, so we've got conditioned water going into a softener, and it's gonna be obviously looking after the drinking supply, the cold water on the kitchen side of things. I'm waffling now, but yeah, nice and simple.